Yu-Gi-Oh! Academia, Episode 1. Apparently this is a re-upload because of an error or something like that, but whatever. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, this is Figma Stop Motion's first Yu-Gi-Oh! Series since the demise of Welcome to Duel Academy due to behind-the-scenes stuff. It's fine. That's life. You know, at least we got a new series out of it at the end of the day. It's a shame what happened to Welcome to Duel Academy, but hey, hopefully the new series will be just as good, if not better. I mean, this one has a theme song so far, so, you know, it's automatically improving. Nah, just different. You know, different strokes, different folks, or whatever the frig. I don't know, some big metaphor, I guess. Showing off lots of cool monster summon animations, that's cool, and stuff from the anime. You know, if the anime ever starts filing copyright claims for the, using their animation, we're all screwed, you know that. Not every single Yu-Gi-Oh! Show, but... ooh, there's gonna be a purge. But fortunately that hasn't happened yet, and they seem to be very lax on that, and I hope it stays that way.
Episode 1, get into the academia! Alright, now the fun can begin.
Dude's using Spike Ogre and Grotto, what the hell?
And Spikebot, so I may trigger.
When are you ever gonna see those cards?
Attack mode.
What is your deck?
I activate the spell card. Super polymerization.
Oh, what the frig? Oh, get the...
to fuse together with my Gaia, the Fierce Knight.
You're lucky I had one of those.
Come forth, Gaia, the Dragon Champion.
Just like the opening of Pokemon where Ash is watching the TV episode of a battle. I am legitimately surprised to see you given the background history of what happened with Welcome. Which...
seriously, how do you forget these things? We're trying to become duelists today.
Wait, what? Oh, okay, that's weird. Scott, you're not gonna believe this.
So
but
Scott,
I was
eh?
in the wildest dream. It felt like I was asleep for like 3 years, and I dyed my hair. It was orange. You were an alien. So I hated it. Weird dream, man.
Good reference to Welcome to Duel Academy. Hey, at least McDodger technically existed, you know? So Lynx now has brown hair dye, no problem. I can jive with that. Thanks for getting used to, but we'll get used to it.
Damn it, Lynx,
I hate finding stuff on the side of the road. At least it's still Lynx.
You guys are late. What happened?
Yeah, you can thank Sleep for brains over there.
Hey,
We
Toma.
completely forgot what we were doing today. All right, I get it. I'm very sleepy. Look, I said I was sorry already.
Lynx, what are you wearing?
The next match is about to begin. Alright, kid, did you supply yourself with your own deck? Of course I did. I've been waiting so long for this moment. Very good. Then let's begin the examination,
Kessler.
shall we? Very good. Then I'll start things off. And for my first move, I'm going to summon a Dehuman
What?
attack mode. And with that, I shall end.
Wait, you waited so long for this moment so you could summon D-Human in attack mode and say
Sure about
GG?
this? Wait, seriously? Did he just end his turn with only a monster in attack mode?
Bro saw D at the beginning of the name and assumed they were DDDs.
That's reassuring for me. Very well, it's my draw then. Well, this match is officially over.
Oh, really?
Have you realized I'm worthy of Obelisk Blue and decided to pass me already? No.
You wish. You really wish.
going to
But even a
obliterate
genie
you
can't
on
grant
turn.
that
I'm
wish.
sorry, I think I'm hearing things. Could you please repeat that? Now, since
I
you
said
control a
die.
monster, I can now discard Gemnite Quartz, so I can draw the
Gemnites.
continuous spell
Interesting
card from
deck.
my deck. And now I think I'll activate Scatter Fusion. So now I can fuse monsters from my deck. So now the strength of
Fusion
Gemnite
Shokan.
combines with the warmth of Gemnite Garnet, so I can fusion summon.
Fusion animation. Okay, Citrine. That's surprising. I was expecting Ruby to be honest, but hey, Citrine's still a good one.
And the brilliance of my Gemnite Lapis
Topaz?
can combine into one. Fusion summon. Appear in all your brilliance.
Okay.
Zirconia!
That makes sense. There are two rocks at the end of the day.
And finally, I normal summon Gemnite Tourmaline.
Yeah, you're done. Unless you have a Karibo in hand, it's over. Yeah, no, it's over.
Gemnite Citrine,
He's cutting himself off like this is Sonic Adventure 2.
Zirconia, get this loser out of my sight. Attack him directly now and win me the duel. Truly one of the most pathetic duelists I've ever seen in a long
Did you just see D and assume it was part of the DD archetype? Moron.
What the hell even
I want
was
to see this guy
that?
with the DDD deck with D-Human in there randomly. What do you mean it's not part of the archetype? Why can't I search it?
No, it's not. And that was Roxan's plan from the beginning. He wanted to use his own deck, because he's not here finding students for the whole school. He's finding men. Men for Obelisk Blue.
Ah.
You see,
doing
He's
a
the
crowler
keeper
and
of
trying
the
to
Blue Door,
get the best
and he
people.
needs only the best of
Recruit
the
for the
best.
Lancers now.
So wait a minute. In order
Also,
to
hey,
do well and even qualify, I have to beat the professor of the obelisk Blue Door?
Well, no, apparently. You just need to duel them, considering that guy freaking
Alrighty,
failed and he
moving
still got into
forward. Which
red.
one of you is up next?
That would be me, sir.
You'll get in the academy either way.
Very well then. Young lady, have you brought your own deck for the testing?
Along with my A game, sir.
Excellent. Then let's begin the
Actually,
testing
Bana.
immediately.
Oh gosh, here we go. Do you think he's gonna beat her in one turn
This sounds
too?
like freaking Toba's girlfriend.
Alrighty then, I shall start us off.
Wait, what? He's going
Well, at least
first,
from
but
welcome.
you can't even attack on your first turn.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's testing
Remember,
after all.
These aren't technically official matches. He is testing them after all, so he has to be fair. He's
Makes
gotta give him a
sense,
fighting
yeah.
chance, you know?
Alrighty, for
Reasonable.
my first move, I'm going to send out Gem Knight Obsidian in attack mode. And now to end my turn, I'm going to place down 3 face-down cards.
Good, then it's my draw. First up, since I control no
Oh,
monsters,
great,
I can
Lyrilists.
special summon Lyrilists
I hate
Turquoise
Assembled
Water.
Nightingale. The other ones I don't really give a crap about. I don't care about what Lyrilists do. It's Assembled Nightingale that I'm annoyed with.
And now, because I control a winged beast monster, I can special summon Lyrilist Sapphire Swallow to the field.
That lip sync was actually pretty good, honestly.
And due to Sapphire Swallow's effect, I can now special summon Celestine Wagtail to the field. And whenever she's special summoned, I get to draw out a spell card from my deck to my hand. And finally, I summon out another Celestine Wagtail. Oh no! She was able to summon 5 monsters. This duel is over. What on earth are you talking about? Those feathered pipsqueaks barely have 200 attack points each.
Bro, I've never heard of an Xyz summon.
1500. How do you?
She then makes Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid.
All right, this is it.
Love the
All
background
right,
detail.
Now, level 1 Lyrilist, Celestine Wagtail, Sapphire Swallow, Turquoise Wobbler, Celestine Wagtail, and Turquoise Wobbler. Oh, Valley!
All at once!
Birds with beautiful wings, come and nobly shine on the
Thanks,
battlefield.
animators.
Exceeds a summon! Come forth, rank 1, Lyrilisk Assembled Nightingale! And now I activate her
Annoying.
effect.
Wait, there's only 100 per material in the anime? That's atrocious! It's less obnoxious, but it's still bad.
Now then it's time to
Then again, if it was 100 attack points each, I don't know if I'd be as annoyed with Nightingale's effects.
Yeah, slow down there, kid. I
Spellbinding Circle!
Spellbinding Circle, and attach it to your assembled Nightingale.
Alright, fine. Then I activate the spell card Lyrilisk Bird Call.
Should've had a Lyrilisk
I'll draw a
MST.
Lyrilisk monster from my deck to my hand. And finally, I activate Level Limit Area B, which now locks every one of your monsters into defense mode.
So Obsidian goes to
Now I'll end my
defense.
turn.
Alright, good. Then it's time to crush what little confidence you had left.
You in what
And I'll
attack mode?
accomplish this by activating Dark Hole, destroying
That-
every monster on the
Nightingale's
field.
ability by using one of her overlay units, so she's not destroyed.
Well, okay then.
Another good move. Yet you forget now, since your monster used an overlay unit, it now loses 200 attack points.
I can deal with it.
Whatever, I'm not worried. Is that all you got?
Oh, not at all, because I have Gem Knight Sapphire at my side.
Okay, it's in
I
defense
also
mode
have
though, automatically.
Soul Rope Trap, which allows me
That
to
isn't how that works, but hey, at least
when a monster on
it's
my
the
field
far
is
least
destroyed.
of the Welcome to Duel Academy problems, you know.
Life points.
There's still probably gonna
So
be
now
error here
I
and there,
shall
not the end of the
summon
world.
Gem Knight Tourmaline to the field. And with that, I shall end my turn.
As long as the content good and the story and all that stuff is important, all that is good and all that jazz, the Yu-Gi-Oh can take a hit every once in a while in the Yu-Gi-Oh show.
Alright, for my turn, I place one card face down and end my turn. That's her entire turn? Well, I guess when you only have 2 cards to work with and you can't attack.
I can't wait to see how much better you could do,
This
Lynx.
is quite the match. They're both in a serious predicament right now.
No, they're
On the
not.
one
They're just
hand,
both in
she
a
has
stall
monster
game.
with 800 attack points that can attack up to the number of overlay units it has, which means it can make 4 direct assaults. However, due to Spellbinding Circle, it's unable to attack. On the other hand, the Professor has way more monsters, and they're a lot stronger than any of her birds. But they are unable to attack due to level limit area B.
Unless he goes into
Keeps all level
Phantom
4
Quartz
higher
or
monsters
Gem
in
Knight
defense
Pearl,
mode.
he's kind of in trouble.
Anything. I am curious to see who will break this combo first. This could be anyone's game. All right, then, it's time to draw.
Nice to see Toma still the wise old sage.
What the heck did he draw? Well, come on, the anticipation is killing me.
Scatter fusion?
Yo,
No! Gemnite Garnet's already in my hand, and Gemnite Sapphire's already on my
it's just a
field.
small thing of
What am I
shaking the
supposed
toy,
to
but
do
still
with
gets the
this
point
now?
across.
Well, I end my turn.
I pass.
Alrighty then, I draw. I special summon Sapphire Swallow, who allows me to special summon Cobalt Sparrow. Now, level 1 Sapphire Swallow overlays with level 1 Cobalt Sparrow.
Okay. Gonna go into one of the other layer lists.
Exceeds a summon. Up here, rank 1.
I like her Xyz summons.
Now
This
you
would totally be
start
me
to
if
build
I
your
were like in the
weapons.
heck. Who am I kidding?
Turn one spell at top card on your side
Yeah,
and deal
no, no.
bounce attack.
I'd say this would be me if I was in the anime, but that's me even in real life. Synchro Shogun!
Attack number 2! Don't let up! Attack number 3! End this! I sure hope I did good enough to get accepted.
I think you did easily.
Who's next? That would be me, sir.
Okay, Toma, let's see what you can do
Good.
here.
Now, did you bring your own deck for the testing? Why
No,
don't-
actually, I brought my sister's deck. What do you
Nice.
think?
Then let's begin the
What would happen if I said
examination, shall
no?
we? All right, I'll start things off.
I guess I automatically failed then.
Better way to start us off by combining Gemnite Lapis with Gemnite Lazuli. Now the Earth terraforms in new ways as these two combine. Fusion summon.
Lady Lapis
From the
Lazuli?
depths of the Earth emerges.
Yep.
Gemnite Lady Lapis Lazuli.
Hi, Katara.
And then to help her out, I'm throwing down 3 face down cards. Which is bad news for him, because due to Death Amulet for the next
Remember,
few
folks,
turns, I'll
he's
be able to stop
explaining his
attacks.
plan. That means it's going to
Straight
fail.
shield, so even if he does manage to somehow attack me,
We all know the trope.
into life points. And finally, Skull Dice, which allows me to lower his monster's attack points. And now to finish my turn, I use the effect of Lady Lapis Lazuli. By discarding an extra deck monster to my graveyard, she can now
Probably
deal you
Topaz
500
or
points of
something.
damage
That's-
every special
wait, no, it
summon
was
monster
Topaz.
on the field.
Level 6 fusion that can attack twice. Ooh,
And so
that
with
stung
that
a
done,
little.
I end my turn. Good, I draw. And first I play Harpy's Feather Dust.
Oh, screw your entire plan and everything you stand for. Ooh,
Now I
Centurions.
activate her ability. During the main phase, I can now
What's funny is that
convert
Lisa
Philip's
Toma said in one of the
And then
comment sections
I
of
can
Welcome to
also bring
Academy
up
he
Centurion
wanted
Primera
Toma
to
to
join her in
use
this little
Centurions.
cartoon,
But,
which
you know, that got
continues trap
cropped
ball.
out, so
Now
now I get to use it
activate
here.
Primera's
Cool.
effect. So now I can special summon
I still have the
her
idea
as a
we
monster
didn't
on
need to
the
get
field.
discarded, just move
Next, I
somewhere
send
else.
Trudia to the graveyard.
Also, I am disappointed in Centurions. They are not centaurs. You had one job.
Brilliant mind.
I don't care if it's supposed to be a metaphor for something or something like that. They call it a centaur, not a centaur. You failed. I still love that spinning animation. It's so glorious.
Level 12, Centurion Legatia.
Hi.
Next, to activate Legatia's
afraid my
effect.
computer
I
flash was
know
sick it there.
those, I need that. Well, she destroys the monster on your field with the highest attack points. Next, I play my final card. Axe of
Oh,
Despair.
it's an
Now
OTK.
I increase Legatia's 3,500 points for a grand total of 4,500 points.
Say
Now then,
goodbye.
let's attack him directly and secure me a spot in Obelisk Blue.
OTK right back.
Obelisk Blue Teacher in one go? Seriously, I don't think I can do that! Do I even stand a chance of getting into this academy?
Well, we'll find out in the next episode. God freaking! I like how it started with both Professor OTK and now it's the Professor getting OTK'd. Just the duality, I guess. But yeah, I have to give a small spoiler though. I have seen both of these episodes before. To be honest, I was going to do them about 2 weeks ago, but then my computer crashed and I had to get a new one, and I didn't exactly have time nor honestly want to do it again immediately after doing it, so I just decided to give it 2 weeks. And hey, that gave me time to forget a few things and be surprised by some other things. And you know what? It's not like the episode got worse over time. It's still the same episode and it's still pretty dang good. I love the synchro summon animation. I like the actual, like, more details on, like, the Xyz summons like that, like her going so harshly and whatnot, and going full in the moment. And, yeah, Tachibana doing so. And I like the professor's, like, attitude, like, I am the toughest that ever is. No one will get on by technicality. Oh, wait, my stuff! I needed that. It do be how it is sometimes. Sometimes just your decades who are just like, aha, I had the perfect field set. How did you do that? But yeah, the animation of all the characters looks nice and crisp. The cards look good as always. And while there was an error or two, and there's going to be some more errors with Links and Toma, at the end of the day, as long as it's a good product, yeah, I think we can all forgive like a mistake or two. Even the anime makes some mistakes, so, you know, why not here? It's just good overall. And I do like the reference to Welcome to Duo Academy. You know, just keep the spirit alive and whatnot. And there will be some changes to get used to, of course. But it seems like overall the thing's still the same. We haven't changed the entrance exam. It's not Duelist Kingdom essentially again. It's now we're just doing a generic entrance exam, which hey, you know, it speeds things up. So at least we're not gonna have a Duelist Kingdom arc, I guess. You know, move things along a little easier. And yeah. It was good. The Links are still Links, Scott's still Scott, and Toma's still Toma. There just could be less variants, I imagine. Really big shame what happened on that plot point, but hey, what are you gonna do sometimes? And Links and Toma did leave an explanation about what's gonna happen with that arc in his big announcement about how it's canceled. So if you want to check that out, go check it out yourself. It's a sad video, but at least we got the information of what was gonna happen anyway. You know, it wasn't just less like what could have happened. No, we know it now at least. What could have been, but at least we know what was gonna be, I guess. Anyway, yeah, I think that makes sense. But overall, yeah, it's a good episode. I'm glad I checked out. It Links and Toma's always bringing the good stuff. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Later.